Question number 7, they give you 6 graphs and 6 equations, and they say the following curves are sketches, but in a different order. Using your graphing display calculator, match the equation with the curve. And so there's my calculator, there's the equations, or the graphs, there's the equations, but just saving myself a bit of time before I start typing in all 6 equations. Well, let's just look. Like letter D, that's a parabola. And we know what parabolas, their equations, right? And so I'm looking, not an x squared. There's x squared, it's positive, plus 3. Yeah, that could be plus 3. Let me keep going down the list. Do I see another x squared that's positive? Nope. 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 X squared again, but negative. So really, letter D, the only one that matches here, is number 2. So before I go to my calculator, I'm just going to use what I know. Let's see. Here is another parabola. It's got a negative going down. So I'm looking for a negative x squared. We've already ruled out that one. Jump down here. Here's a negative x squared, but that x to the 3rd power means that this is actually not a parabola because it has a 3rd power, so it is a cubic equation. We think of equations in terms of their highest power. So I go back up. Here's the only other x squared. It's negative, positive 4. Yeah, that could be positive 4. And so there's A. So I've already knocked out my parabolas. These we know are exponential looking curves, which is like y equals something to x. This is a negative x because it's going down. This would be y equaling something to a positive x. So again, I can look at my choices and where do I see something like that. And let's see, nope, nope, nope. There's a negative x. 3 to the negative x plus 1. Yeah, that could be, remember they start off at 1 and it got moved up 1. So that looks like it could be pretty good. So there's letter C. Letter E, I'm not seeing another exponential looking curve. So I'm going to hold off on letter E. So what am I left with now? Number 1 and number 4 and number 5. And so now time to go graph. So the first one, x to the power of 3 plus plus 1. Graph that. Okay. Definitely not that. Got to be B. Moving down, now 2x plus 1. That's just y equals mx plus c. Straight line. I'm not seeing a straight line anywhere, which kind of leaves F. F must be this other one, but just to confirm my suspicion, this is a cubic equation. What do I got going on here? Delete again. X to the 3rd. And yep, that's looking like that one. So we can have F. So what happened to number 4? I do not see a straight line. Slope of 2 going through 1. What that meant is this was a typo. This should have been 2 to the x plus 1. And that matches letter E. Now, this brings up a good question for you. What happens if that was in the exam? Two things. Number one, I might read to you before the exam starts that there is a typo, and I'll have it written on a board so that you know when it comes to this question that it needs to be this. I will tell you that. Or if you're like, this is a mistake, I don't see a correct answer. If I haven't already told you there's a mistake, you must go with what is written on the exam, and so you would actually leave this blank. There is no graph that matches that. And the IB will suddenly find out they made a mistake and basically take out that part. But that's how you handle that. Anyway, we're done with number 7.